welcome back to my channel for another video. So last week it was setting a stop loss in a green position. So this week it's setting a stop loss in a red position. Okay, now as I've said before, you have to have losing trades. Anybody that says that they don't have losing trades cannot be telling the truth. I can't call them liars, okay, but they cannot be telling the truth. Of course you have red days or red trades. You have to, right? You have to, okay. But the important part is that, you know, the green days are more so than the red days, and that's the only way that you can be, you know, consistently profitable, is if the greens, you know, outweigh the red days. All right, so there's a particular reason that I set this stop loss, and I don't usually do that. Normally I'll liquidate my my positions manually when they're in the red, but I just didn't like how this formation was forming. It was I went against my better judgment. I definitely went against my better judgment. You know, I initially thought, I don't like what I'm seeing here, but then I thought that I was starting to see the formation that I normally see. So I took the position, but then after I took the position, I thought to myself, I was right the first time. I actually shouldn't have went in. Which goes back to what I've been saying. Nobody's perfect. Even experienced traders still make mistakes. Of course they do. Of course they do. You know, none of us are perfect. Okay, but the important part is that you recognize your mistake, and it's a case of implementing damage limitation, and that's what I've done in this particular one. I lost just over £150. I think it was £154 that I lost. But I don't have an issue with that, okay, because as far as I'm concerned, the market has taken that money from me temporarily, and I will get it back tenfold. Tenfold I will get it back. So it doesn't upset me. It doesn't upset him. They're holding it for me for a temporary period, and I will get that back tenfold. And that has to be your mindset. That's the difference between becoming a successful trader and not, is having that mindset that the market has taken that money from you temporarily. Okay, so again, hope you enjoyed this week's video. Please make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And again, guys, it's another interesting video for you to see. We don't always win, but we win the majority of the time. That's the key part here. Okay, enjoy this week's video. Okay, so I have just taken a short position on the Dow for 100 contracts, and I'm trading the European Open as usual, you know me. Okay, so this is a bit of a strange one. This is, it's not really performing the formations and characteristics that I would expect. So I initially wasn't going to take this position, but I thought it was starting to form the formations that I would expect to see, you know, on the Open, or in the first half hour of the Open. Anyway, this is a little bit odd, this one. It's a little bit odd. It's not performing as I would expect. This has definitely went against my better judgment. My initial thought was not to take this position, but then I thought I was seeing the formation starting to form, and well, I was wrong, wasn't I? It's not. It is definitely not. So this is a bit of a tricky trade, this one, but it's okay. This is all part of the game. It doesn't always go our way, so we'll just hang in here for the time being and see what happens. It could be a bit of a strange one, this though. It's definitely not performing as it normally would. I don't know if maybe the European Open has a hangover or something, because this is definitely not the norm. Definitely not the norm, and this is one of the things that we have to be mindful of, and that we have to expect. You know, always expect the unexpected. Even though I know the formations that happen the majority of the time, there is that odd occasion where they don't perform as I would expect. You know, and on those occasions, you do kind of have to, you know, understand and accept that you might have got it wrong. And on this occasion, I'm not sure. It's starting to go my way, actually, isn't it? It is starting to go my way, and as soon as I say that, that big green candle appears. Because bearing in mind, I'm in a short position here, so no, I'm not liking this at all. I'm really not. I'm not liking how this is performing here at all. But it's okay, you know, we need to remain calm. We need to remain calm, even though that big green candle is there. I'm actually going to set a stop loss here. I'm going to set a stop loss because I don't like what I'm seeing at all. I'm going to set it at, we'll take that 154. Right, so set my stop loss at £154 because I just don't like what I'm seeing here at all, and I need to manage the risk. I definitely need to manage risk here because this is definitely not performing as I would expect. And as I've said before, we don't always get it right. We do get it wrong on occasion, but at least I know now it's starting to breach this, isn't it? Oh, and there we go, stopped out. So there you have it, £154 lost, stopped out by my stop loss that I've set on my platform. So as I said, guys, it's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. We don't always win, but we win the majority of the time. So what I done today was, this was part of my risk management strategy. Listen, see, if I hadn't set that stop loss at 154, that could easily have turned into 200 or 250. And as I said, I don't normally put a stop loss like that in on a negative position. Normally I would liquidate it manually, but because it wasn't performing in the formation as it normally would, and it didn't display the normal characteristics that I would expect to see, you know, it kind of spooked me a little bit, and that's why I put the stop loss in. But again, it's another possibility for you to minimize your risk, and again, something for you to maybe consider that you hadn't considered previously. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and as usual, make sure that you smash that like button if you haven't already done so, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And if you want to contact me, you can contact me at my Instagram, which is sambora.00. And have a good week, guys. You know, remember, we don't always win, but we win the majority of the time, and that's the key aspect. Have a good week.